Well, everything started with my life with Christ when I was about 8 years old. I had recently started coming to this new church. It was all cool and stuff, I guess. And my mom accepted Christ. Again, she renewed her vows with Jesus. My dad started to come. My sister accepted Christ. My grandma came and she accepted Christ too. And I was like, well, what do I have to lose? Let me just accept him too, you know. It's going to be fun, I guess. I don't know. So I'm so happy that I thought I could have the same, and let me just go for it and just do it. I kept on coming to church. I had accepted him already, and sooner or later I started serving. I started serving in the worship team ministry, started playing music, singing. I got very caught up with it, but I did have my own little secrets that I wasn't telling everyone, and it was just my own personal thing. Being in the worship team and being in all these things, I got so wrapped up in it, but when I would go to school, I'd be a completely different person. I wasn't the same girl that would come and play the piano or sing or something. I was terrible. And in school, through 6th through 8th grade, I was terrible. It was like I would go to school and I would say things like they say it in school. I would walk like people walk in school, talk like them, act like them. I would do things like them. But then when I would get to church, it was just like, I'm the holiest one. I'm gonna praise God more than these girls. I'm gonna show my leaders that I know Christ more than these chicks do, or more than this guy does. I was a complete fake. This is me, you know, the worshiper. I worship at home on my own time, sure. Yeah, that's me. I read the Bible when I get home from school, sure. But it was all just a lie. Sooner or later, I ended up in discipline in my church, and it all caught up on me. It all really backfired on me. All my fakeness, all my lies, and the way I was treating people, it was just completely incorrect. Like, I would go and pray for people and be all sweet and act a certain way, but then I would fight with my brothers and say things that I shouldn't say. Like it says in James 3:9-11, with the tongue we praise our Lord and Father, and with it we curse human beings who have been made in God's likeness. Out of the same mouth come praise and cursing. My brothers and sisters, this should not be. Can both fresh water and salt water flow from the same spring? They can't. In my 10th month in discipline, I finally got off. And when I got off of discipline, it was different. It was way different. The way I worshiped Christ was completely different. I feel like I have fully changed the way my attitudes were and the way that I acted. Back then, I was the type of person that if you said something to me that would bother me, I wouldn't be afraid to tell you that it bothered me, or I wouldn't be afraid to, like, hey, let me smack you down a little bit. The discipline completely changed me. And at first, when I was in discipline, it was hell on earth. It was hell. Like, I felt like I had a rock over my head and I was just drowning, and it kept on going down and down, and there was no coming up for air. It was just, I'm drowning in all my lies and all my fakeness and all those things that I was doing that were bad. When I got out of discipline, it completely changed my life, and the love that I felt for Christ was greater than the fake one that I had before. I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm Adriana C, and I am second.